Hey everybody, welcome to the Friday edition of Warrior Daily here on this Thanksgiving week here in the United States. Tom Gorman and Sean Peters from the swimming and diving program. And Coach, you've had a busy month and a half or so, a lot of dual meet action over the last few weekends. Some pretty good progress from your team, especially from the standpoint of getting some people qualified for nationals in March. I know that's definitely a focus for you. Give me a sense of where you think your team's progress is to this point.
Well, I mean, certainly it's been a busy few weeks for us with the inter-squad meet and the alumni meet. We've been pretty busy every weekend with dual meets, so this is a kind of a new thing for me to try out this year. But we have progressed very well. Every meet, it seems like we've gotten a little bit faster, and this most recent meet was certainly, I feel, is our best meet of the year.
Well, you do have another big meet coming up next weekend, the Eastern Michigan Invitational. After a year hiatus, you will return to Ypsilanti for that meet, and I know that's a big deal for your team to even get more and more people qualified, and it's generally a very fast meet. We'll talk about that in just a little bit, but let's highlight some of your student athletes who have really made an impact this year. Carol Lazambuja, for starters, on the women's side, what a year she's had already. Two-time GLIAC Swimmer of the Week, Division II Swimmer of the Week. She's put up some tremendously fast times, and you got to think that she's just getting warmed up.
Yeah, Carol's just wonderful. Just a great person to work with. Works very hard every day in practice, and it shows in her swimming. I mean, she just, this year she, we talked to her about swimming the 200 freestyle. It was a new race for her, and but just the way her work ethic in practice and her stroke, she just seemed really suited for it, and the results have been jaw-dropping up to this point, and I think she has a great deal of potential there. But pretty much Carol can do whatever we ask her to do, and she does a very good job at it. I mean, she swims butterfly on her relays. She's our best sprinter in school history, but she's also a terrific backstroker too. So it's definitely fun to work with somebody like that.
A pool record in the 100 freestyle last weekend in that dual meet against Ashland. So she will continue to get faster, I know, as the year goes on. And she is among a number of swimmers who I'm sure will be looking to turn those B cuts into A cuts next weekend at Eastern Michigan. Going away from the swimming side for a moment onto diving, I know Kelly LaCroix, your diving coach, is instrumental in building that program, and what a program it is. And you guys, I know, are benefits of all the points that they accumulate and all the divers that have already qualified for nationals, and we're only about 6-7 weeks into the season.
Yeah, our top 3 girl and guy divers all have their national cuts. Darren Drazinga, Carly Savald, and Paige Corbin all made it within the first few weeks of the season. And then Dylan Seghetti, a new diver from Toledo area, just made it 2 weeks ago. Jeff Grant, Emily Mitzelfeld made it this past weekend. And certainly they've been going against what I call some real tough competition and putting up some phenomenal numbers. So I'm pretty fired up on what they're bringing to the table and having that presence at nationals.
Well, one swimmer that we haven't talked about yet, and actually he won't be involved in the meet at Eastern Michigan, but with a very good reason, Andre Suri, your top sprinter on the men's side, a record holder in just about every sprint event there is at this school. He's got a pretty big event coming up for himself next weekend. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, he's going to the U.S. Nationals in Atlanta, Georgia. It's being hosted at Georgia Tech. I believe that was the site of the Olympics in '96, and certainly that's just a great opportunity for him. He was at the Grand Prix meet back in April and did very well there against the best in the world, Cesar Cielo, Michael Phelps, that elite level athlete. And so he's going to get an opportunity once again to show what he can do at this level meet where everybody is going to be trying to make one last run at Olympic trials, and in Andre's case, it's an opportunity for him to maybe bolster his chances at making a relay spot for Russia. So I'm hoping that he's right in the thick of things, and with a great meet down there, that he can certainly assert himself into position there.
Well, that's a tremendous opportunity for Andre, and certainly helps put your program even more on the radar for people who aren't already aware of it, and they should be. Believe me, this is a talented group of student athletes who will take their talents to Ypsilanti next weekend for the Eastern Michigan Invitational, a 2-day meet And again, Sean, as we mentioned, typically this is a meet that is very fast, and a lot of the kids who are not qualified for nationals yet will be qualified by the time they leave that meet next weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult with the way the cuts work out. I mean, they made the 8 cuts very fast, where really some of the elite swimmers out there are going to make it at this time of the season. But I do think that there are many swimmers on our program that have a good chance at it, whether it be individually or relays. I mean, you got Catherine Likes, Brittany Wilkins, they're swimming very fast right now. Joaquin Abascal Gallegos is always a threat to make a cut there, and certainly I think a few relays like our women's freestyle or medley relays and our men's, maybe our 800 free relay have a shot at it. And but I think regardless whether they make it at this time or not, they're going to put themselves in good position and certainly be ready to make another run at it here in February.
All right, well, best of luck next weekend at the Eastern Michigan Invitational. Enjoy the holiday season, and of course we'll get ready for Grand Valley in January.
Yeah, that should be a lot of fun. I get to bring them down here to Detroit, and it's always a great meet. Always have a big crowd for that one, and a lot of fast swimming, so we're always excited about that, and we'll talk about that at another month. But just wanted to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving out there, and certainly go Warrior football. You got one out there in Minnesota. Now get one in Nebraska.
I'll echo that, and with that we will wrap up this edition of Warrior Daily. Have a great weekend.